Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is Kiwislice and today we're coming in with more Sandbox. Now, today we're just gonna build more rockets. Today I'm probably not going to explode anything, hopefully. But of course I like to use command pods. I should let you know that I'm playing in vanilla right now. I don't really know how to install mods with it. I know I can download it, I just don't know how to put them into my game yet. So I'll look up a bit more on that, and then we'll get back in. So of course I have my standard command pod, which I want to separate from the rocket. So, one thing that I'd like to show you is that if you just put a hammer fuel booster on a little command pod, well, you can just see here what's gonna happen. Now, I don't really care about this throttle meter right here because solid fuel boosters are just a single use and they really don't have a change in throttle even if you go up or down. So I'm just gonna set that to 0. So as you can see, we're just gonna keep going up. We're already at supersonic speeds. Now, this red marker here tells me right now that it's not safe to launch the parachute. At least that's what I think it says. Not really sure, but that's what I'm getting from it. So as we're going up, we're starting to exit the atmosphere. Now, we're out of fuel, so I'm going to show you what our trajectory is. Look how far one hammer booster gets us. It seems that the apple axis is shrinking, but we get over 66,000 meters up. See how we're almost directly outside of the atmosphere?
Oh my god.
It's kind of crazy to think that. So of course, I'm going to just go into a time warp state for a bit. Care to enjoy the view? And right there's the space center, or no, right there. And there's that hammer piece. Yeah, this is just basically a warning about the structural physics of the thing if I affect the time. So as you can see now, we are beginning the descent in just a bit. And we're going down. So, as you can see, one hammer booster can get us almost directly out of the atmosphere. So now, we're starting to enter again into the atmosphere. So, I've turned off the timer, just as I said. It also affects the physics of the game. Comment down below. I'd like to know what you'd like to see out of Kerbal Space Program. So, leave a comment below on what you'd like to see me build. Even if it's something that'll just explode, that is perfectly fine. And now we're having a bit of a speed problem here. So we're starting to slow down. And I'm not sure if we can slow down enough to get into the good speed zone to launch the parachute in. Sometimes the texture engine might, or the sound engine might do that and glitch out for a bit. So as soon as I see the... Okay. And yep, so it's best not to do something like that, because you're gonna explode as soon as you hit the ground. I just wanted to show you how much a hammer could do. Anyways, I'm going to try to build something else. So, let's see, let's show you how you can get into orbit with one of these. So once again, you have your standard cockpit here. Now, what I usually like to do is put two of these and have... Wait, before that, sorry. I like to have this and a carrier, just for a little orbital travel and rotation. So now you have these two. I'll add a third one, just for kicks. And I'm going to add a Reliant. Next thing I'm going to do is go into symmetry mode. You know what? No, the way I have this design, it requires two. Now, like I showed you before, hammer boosters can do a lot. So, I'm gonna pull on that end, and for Underhead. That's right. With this ability, I'm going to have to put a swivel instead for better steering. There we go. And now, as you can see, this thing requires a lot of decouplers. Now, since aerodynamics does play a big factor into this game, you'll want to use these nose cones just to make it look all nice. Guess with a capital R. Wasn't really my intention, but whatever. So now, let's get ready to launch. We're gonna go with full throttle and peaceful. Yay! That's why I won that SAS. So this is why you have clamps. You're in an SAS. I'm gonna save you. So, if you new as are not sure how to permanently act SAS, you just press T. Now, yeah, also you want to make sure your staging is correct. So now you launch. And the first stage of orbiting, you'll want to keep in the prograde. God dang it. So of course this is another mistake that people make. And that's, well, I mean, that's staging. You always want to get your staging right. So these four will activate right as the clamps go off. And you don't want... So all of these will be active. And this decoupler. And all of these. Alright. Well then, I have no idea what happened there because I just reverted the flight. So instead, let's just try to keep flying. Well, this certainly lives up to the name of my title. So, now, as you can see, we're still having a successful launch, even with that whatever happened back there. So as you can see, our trajectory has actually started to kind of curve up. So let's get on to the prograde. And well then, so I'm just going to wait until this rocket lands, and then we'll see what happens then. Or not lands, but runs out of fuel. Because I want to see how my trajectory is. This is actually going to carry us quite far. So it's not really good to... It's not really good to use time warp when you're in the staging menu, because the thing will shake a lot. So as you can see, we can actually still reach space using even with our little mishap. Because it's around 90,000 meters that you can escape the atmosphere. I'm just going to go into time warp 1. This is or whatever. Okay, so as you can see, it's forced me into time warp 1. Because now, I'm starting to re-enter the atmosphere. Now I want to be on the retrograde. The retrograde's always the angle you want to be in when you fall. Now as you can see, our little heat shield is coming in handy at this point. I've never really seen this part of Kerbal before. This looks nice. And as you can see, we're slowing down by a lot. 400 meters per second, 300 meters per second. And there we go. Deploy, deploy, deploy. And now we get a safe landing. So as our shadow draws nearer, we will touch down about now. So, I think I'm going to end off my episode right here. As you can see, you can also get out of the spacecraft and walk around. So, if you enjoyed this episode, give me a big old thumbs up, and it would do me a lot of good if you subscribed. Thank you, and I will see you all next time.